What is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel today. We're here with my buddy Jesse and his super clean 2018 SS Camero. And I think there's just something really cool about these Camaros. When I was in high school, there was a lot of Camaros, but they were, you know, the catfish or the older ones, and none of them were very fast.
Yeah.
But now the V6s are fast, and even like the 4-cylinders are fast. They got 4-cylinder Camaros now, right?
Yep, turbo 4-cylinders.
Yeah. So cool. Well, what's the story with the car?
So I bought it last year, kind of wanting to get back into the car scene. I did sport bikes for the last decade. And so I'd bought in a Challenger just because I wanted a muscle car. I've always wanted a muscle car.
Was it a 392 or?
No, it was just an RT.
Okay.
It was cheap, and just told my wife, I was like, I want something just to have fun with. Bought it. It was a fun car. I was like, started getting back into the car scene, going to meets and stuff. I was like, okay. Told my wife, I was like, I want to get rid of this and get something I actually wanted. So I ended up looking at Mustangs, and I decided I wanted a Mustang. Couldn't find anything I wanted last year. Kept test driving, kept looking, and I found a Camero SS. It was a 2019 that I liked, and I liked the looks of it. And I'd never even driven a Camaro. So I just bored, so I stopped, asked to take it for a test drive, enjoyed it. So then it opened my eyes to start looking at Camaros and started doing research on them and found out about the 1LEs, which is their track pack. So basically the car's ready for the track in stock form.
That's so awesome.
And I came across this in Moab, contacted them, said, hey, I'm good with the price. And told them about my Challenger, asked if they wanted to take it on trade. They said, asked for, like, I had a KSL ad for it, so I asked to see it. Told them, yeah, sent it to them, and we made a deal, sight unseen. They brought the car up here. We did the exchange when my son was at karate in a parking lot. They dropped this off to me, and I've absolutely loved it ever since.
Well, that's cool. It sounds incredible.
Thank you.
What have you done to it?
The only thing I have done to this car is an oil catch can and the rear spoiler. It comes stock with a smaller black spoiler, and I just want a little bit more aggressive spoiler.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a gurney flap.
Yep.
It's cool looking. It's got a little bit of a chop. That's cool.
Yep. So yeah, it's just got the owners before someone cut out the stock suitcase, big massive muffler, and just did straight pipe from axle back.
Well, that sounds good. Everybody do that.
Yeah.
And it's not like aggressively loud.
No.
You know?
For not having a muffler, all it has is resonators and cats still.
Yeah. Will you pop the hood real quick?
Yeah.
I've never seen under the hood of one of these, so yeah, it's really stock. Yeah. I like that you still got the factory air box. You know, maybe I guess eventually that's a mod you might do.
I enjoy it stock right now.
Yeah.
I don't daily drive this. Every time I get in its stock form, it still feels fast. I still have fun with it. And I absolutely love cars that can handle and corner.
Yeah.
The fact that I can get into this and absolutely rip the canyons and rip corners, and very few things can keep up with me.
And drag race.
And drag race. You know? It's kind of slow in the drag race sense because everyone else has modifications, and as soon as you do anything to any car, it's pretty on par with this. Yeah. It's only got 455 horsepower and torque.
Is that crank?
That's crank.
I mean, that's still that's 400-ish at the wheels probably.
Yeah.
Not up here, it's not.
No, so I'm watching videos. These stock on dynos down at sea level, they're around 400 to like 405. So I'm figuring like 380 at this elevation.
I bet you're probably right there. Yeah. Well, should we go for a drive?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Let's do it.
I have a feeling that getting in this car is going to be just fine. I think Americans build cars for big Americans. Oh my goodness, this is way big. I love it. Yeah. What I love about these new cars is just how clean and pretty everything is. You know, like you got Apple CarPlay. Yeah. This nice digital dash. Kind of a back seat.
Hey, my two kids fit in the back.
Dude, but that back window is bull crap.
Yeah, but it's not that bad. Like once you get used to it, and I'll let you drive it, it's not terrible.
So first impressions is it's really quiet inside, considering it's straight piped.
Yeah.
You know,
Chevy does a really good job with noise.
So we just got a new microphone, and we're gonna have to redo some shooting because the microphone just didn't work. Is a parking brake on or anything?
Yeah. So that's actually another complaint. It's electronic parking brake, and so it's on. You just have to start going, and it kicks off.
Ooh. almost stalled it. It's a hard part about driving random clutches.
Yeah.
I go from driving my R, like, oh, I didn't even know.
Oh yeah, it's got heads up display.
Hopefully this comes up in the camera. I just looked up and it's got a heads up right there. That's cool.
It tells you your G's. It'll tell you so your turning G's. It tells you your RPMs, and then it has a shift light when you get after it too.
That's awesome. Is the shift light on the windshield?
Yeah. So on that heads up display, it'll go yellow, green, and then red. And it's got flat foot shifting.
Dang, really?
Yep.
Like from the factory?
Yeah.
Man.
So everything is stock.
That's so cool. Like this, just like driving this for 30 seconds, the shifter goes where you are intending it to go, like kind of on its own. You know, like when you go to second to third, and that automatic rev matching. I don't know why car reviewers complain about that. I don't like to say this, but this is a cheater car. This car is a cheater. This is I mean, just look, I'm in a downshift. I'm not gonna do anything with my pedal foot. And an auto rev match, so it was just so smooth, so smooth. I am thoroughly impressed with this car. For the longest time, American cars did not handle great, but this car and the Mustang, for under $100,000, you can get like the supercharged version of this with like the Aero and like the 700 horsepower supercharged. 650, yeah. Yeah, nuts. Yeah, nuts. Just like this, you could drive this car from the lot to the track and probably track it all day. Yeah, and it'll take it. Yeah. Like Chevy made this car to just go straight to the track and rip. That's so awesome. It comes stock with the 305's rear, 285's front. Upgraded with the 1LE, yeah. So it comes with upgraded sway bars. It comes with the upgraded MagnaRide suspension, so it adjusts like when you're putting it in different modes. Yeah, you can feel it. Yep, and same with like the steering, the electronic limited slip differential, the big Brimbos. So this has the big brake package too. Yep. Yeah, can I see it for a sec? Yep. So something I really like is that it's a digital dash, but there's also analog on there, so the fuel and the battery volt, those are all digital, and the mile per hour and the RPMs are both like analog. That's super cool. I mean, the interior on this car, I think, is probably the thing I'm the most shocked at. Like, you could throw these cars, you wouldn't even need to upgrade these seats if you were doing like heavy track stuff. Yeah. Because one of the problems with regular seats is when you're driving and you're taking a hard corner, you're using your knees to hold yourself in place, and so you end the track day and you just feel beat up. Yeah. But this car, these seats are nice and squishy. Absolutely. What's your current dream car right now? R35. An R35? I love my R35. Like I said, it's fast, it's comfortable. The seats are definitely nowhere near as comfortable as this, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that they were built in Japan. So, like, I'm not even like I'm not like a jacked dude, but my back is too thick for the R35, so I sit in the bowstring, and it's kind of a bummer. But this is really, really, really comfortable. Yeah, they made it snug for if you're kind of an average size like American. You fit in it nicely. Yeah, I can tell. Have you raced anybody in this? Yeah, so I've raced stock Mustangs. Like a buddy of mine had a stock 18 Mustang, and we did several races in that. And this took him by just a bit because that torque. Yeah. He would catch me more on the high end, but about 110. Allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. So I'm gonna go down here. Okay. And do you want to film the road? Yeah. Mind if I get on it? Yeah. Do whatever you want. You're not gonna hurt it. Oh, traction control. Oh. See. Here, we'll do it again. Yeah. Here, let's do this. Put it in competition mode. Okay, and you ready? Wait, real quick. Sorry. Nope, we gotta go. The coolest thing about that though is the car wanted to go straight. It didn't want to Supra me.
Nope.
If you've ever been in a Supra, they don't want to go straight.
Nope. That electronic limited slip differential does its job. It's spinning both tires, but it's going back and forth on what it's trying to do to keep it so it goes straight.
Yeah, that's nuts. It's got a pretty hard limiter when you hit it. It kills all momentum.
Yeah, it lets you know.
Yeah, it's like, hey, chill out, chill. It's probably one of the, I don't know why more drift guys don't buy these, probably just because they're expensive, but I feel like you put an angle kit on this thing and get traction control turned off and fix that limiter to where you can bang it a little bit.
Yeah.
And this car, you could drift the shit out of this car forever.
Yeah, like, you know going from Riverdale down 84, just a couple weeks ago when we were going to go cruise up Monte Cristo, I just decided to get on it and just went sideways all the way down the ramp onto the road.
Hell yeah.
Just allegedly on a closed course.
Yeah,
it was closed.
Yeah, we had the cops. The cops were there on both sides, making sure no other traffic was there.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much for letting me drive it. Is there anything you would like to promote? Anything you would like to say to anybody? Any thanks?
Thanks to my wife for supporting me. I'm constantly buying and selling cars and motorcycles, and she puts up with me. Something else I wanted to show too. Just missed that. So going back to the electronics in the dash, you can go into the performance gauges. So that'll be your G force, and then just your other G's, just all around from front, back, just what the car's doing. Your 0 to 60, and you can change that to 0 to 100, quarter mile.
On a close course, obviously. It probably tells you that, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, no, it doesn't.
Really?
It just says ready.
I think in the Mopars, I think it's like, hey, you can do this, but be on a closed course.
Yep. And then your lap timer.
Oh, that's cool.
And then, so yeah, your oil temperature, your oil pressure, your trans fluid temp, your tire temp.
That's important.
So yeah, like the tires are still cold because it is a cold day.
Yeah.
And then what the limited slip differential's doing.
Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming and hanging out today.
Of course.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
showing
for
us.
having me.
We're gonna have to go on some cruises.